Hi guys, Aaron here. Just a quick vlog letting everybody know what's going on. There's a lot of things going to be happening here rather quickly, as a matter of fact. First off, tonight at 9:45 Eastern Time, that's 8:45 Central, 7:45 Mountain, and 6:45 Pacific, is another Drinking Through the Movies live. We'll be watching Avalanche Sharks. And this one's not my fault. I allowed my guest, who will be joining me tonight, to indulge in this god-awful cinematic disaster to pick the film. So he'll be... You can blame him. you can blame him, and we'll deal with that later. I'll introduce him and who he is and why he's here and all that jazz. But you've heard him before on my videos. If you've been watching Into the Idiot Box, you've heard him in every single episode, and you can figure it out from there. What is the plan for future videos? Okay, so now that Legacy of the Pink Panther is finally done, and it took twice as long as I expected it to, I'm going to be moving on. Escape from Monster High. The Haunted script is written. Casey has it. She's been busy with her own videos for right now. She's having some issues. So as soon as I get her stuff and I get my stuff recorded, we'll get to work on that. In the meantime, I'm going back to Into the Idiot Box, and we're going to try to close it out. That will be the next thing that we're going to do. I do have another Patreon request review. That's going to be the next one. Brendan, who inflicted us with Round the Twist, apparently felt so bad about it that he decided to send us something better. But that will actually be the last Patreon request review I'm going to do for right now. Because I really need to wrap up Into the Idiot Box. I will be removing that tier from my Patreon. At the end of the summer, I will also be revamping the Patreon, switching from a per video basis to a per month basis, and that will hopefully help people out and maybe make people a little less leery about supporting me on Patreon. If you do, great. Patreon.com/DuviousCon. It's right there. And as many people on Twitter have put up over the last few weeks, even if you only donate $1, that helps. It still helps. You don't necessarily need to be able to give me like 20 or 30 bucks every month. It's nice if you can, but it's not necessary. And if you don't want to donate, that's fine too. But if every single one of my subscribers that I have right now, I think I'm up to 713, I believe. I forgot to check before I started recording. If every single one of you donated $1 to the Patreon per month, that would almost be enough for me to pay my rent every month. And that would help out greatly, you know, because then I could focus on paying off bills. And, you know, if things keep building up, it would be in a situation where I could start making videos full time. I still have a ways to go. I would still need about at least, you know, oh God, probably about $300 to $3,500 a month to make sure I could cover that and cover taxes and all that, because Patreon doesn't take money out for taxes, so you got to do that yourself. And when you're self-employed and doing taxes, from what I understand from other video producers who do this lengthwise, it's like that's the point where you're like, oh God, I have to send the government so much money every year. But that's neither here nor there. So anyway, yes, getting back, I'll be doing the Patreon request review for Into the Idiot Box. I will then be closing Patreon requests. I'm sorry, but that's going to have to happen for the revamp. And then I'm going to focus solidly on finishing the scheduled episodes of Into the Idiot Box and get that series wrapped up. Whether or not I continue with the Dubious Con character, for want of a better term, I've been thinking about it. I might or might not, but not immediately. Once I have Into the Idiot Box done, which is going to be now about six or seven episodes, once I have those done, then I'm going to be going back to doing Saturdays and try to get that out every week. I might intersperse it here and there with a Whodunit Haul. And that will finish out 2017, is pretty much get Into the Idiot Box done, then we do Saturdays, and then we do a few Whodunit Hauls here and there. at the end of 2017, everything's going to change. I'm going to tell everybody this right now, because pretty much the series that I have, with the possible exception, again, of the occasional Whodunit Haul, Saturdays will end. Legacy of the Pink Panther's done. Hopefully we'll be done with Escape from Monster High, because once we get Haunted done, I know Casey's been working on getting episode 12 of Escape from Monster High, which has been in post-production for a while. That'll get up. I need to talk to Casey. We're gonna try to figure out exactly how we want to handle going forward, because neither of us have really liked the reboot of Monster High. We might cover Great Scary Reef, which was the last movie in the original Monster High universe before the reboot. And we're not even sure what Mattel's doing with the franchise. They put out 2 movies so far, and now they're doing a web series, which looks even worse. It's bad. It's really bad. And, it's one of those things where, it's fun to tear bad things apart, but when it's constantly just an unending series of bad and just seems to be going downhill faster and faster, yeah, not really something that you want to deal with. So, what we do with Escape from Monster High after we do episode 12, I don't know. I'll talk to Casey and we'll figure it out. So we might do some of that in 2018, but so yes. So for us, 2017, Into the Elite Box, the last 2 episodes of Escape from Monster High, and Saturdays filling everything out. In 2018, the focus of this channel is going to change, because I noticed something. I was going through my stats, and I realized that out of all the stuff I've been doing, aside from a few individual episodes here and there, what I've largely got the largest feedback on, the largest retention time, and the largest number of hits on has been Legacy of the Pink Panther. Which leads me to think that, yeah, maybe I should be doing more retrospective stuff. And that's pretty much what I've decided to do. It'll still be, because people seem to be more interested in the kind of stuff that focuses on a specific franchise, rather than just, here's this thing this week, here's this show this week, or this show this week, or this movie this week, or whatever. So, in 2018, I'm actually going to change focuses to doing retrospectives. Now, I have a few already planned out, and this is where we're going to start off with. 2 are definitely solid and going to be doing. At the beginning of 2018, we're going to start the still as yet untitled Superman retrospective. And I'll do an intro video which will explain what the retrospective will cover and what it won't, because there's a lot of Superman material in the 75 plus years he's been around. So, yeah, so there's a lot to go through with Superman, which means that we're going to have to focus on certain things. And there's also certain things about the character that we're not going to talk about, which has been covered by everybody and their dog. So there'll be an intro video coming out at the beginning of next year, and then I will, as I've discovered, yes, I can, if I buckle down and really focus, and there isn't any real disasters in my life, I can get a video out every week. So I am definitely planning on keeping the Superman retrospective going every week, if possible. It might get delayed. An episode might get delayed to like a 2-week moment or something like that. But otherwise, the plan is to get an episode out every week until that retrospective is done. Then, once that's done, we're going to really pander to people. And me and Lack the Watcher, who I've worked with on the Gotham High audio drama and a few other things, we are going to do another retrospective following that, where we will be looking at the complete set of anime for the Dirty Pair. And each individual project, movie, episode will get its own video. We're going to cover the whole thing, with the possible exception of Dirty Pair Flash, because if you're familiar with Dirty Pair, you know that pretty much Dirty Pair Flash is just terrible. It's terrible and 90s and nowhere near as fun as the original series. So, we're going to cover Dirty Pair, and we'll go through that. That series will be called Trouble Consultants, The Life and Times of the Dirty Pair. If you were on Twitter, you actually got a look at the skeleton of what will be the intro for that. Don't go looking for it here on the channel. I've got it unlisted currently. Because I'd rather do a much better one. So that one at least will be extremely long. That will be 39 episodes. The Trouble Consultants will be about 39 episodes total. So, because that's how many of the original Dirty Pair anime there is of all that. All of the TV series, OAV series, 2 OAV features, and a full-length movie-released feature film. So we're going to cover all of that. And all of that jazz. What'll go after that? I don't know. I haven't really decided. I have a few ideas, but I haven't really gotten to that point yet. So, and who knows, from between Superman and Dirty Pair, that may take up all of 2018 and going into 2019 as well. So that's the plan for this channel. If you don't like it, and you don't really want to see that kind of stuff, and you don't want it to go there, well, at least stick around until I get what I'm currently doing done. Because there's still plenty to come this year from Into the Idiot Box and Whodunit Hall and Saturdays and all that. Hopefully the rest of you will stick around because you like what you saw. But yeah, starting in 2018, this channel is going to go primarily to doing retrospectives because people like retrospectives and they like to watch. So that's what we're going to do. Like I said, we're going to do Superman and we'll do Dirty Pair. And then what we'll do after that, we'll see. It depends entirely. We'll see what else catches the attraction. Hell, I could do if I really felt like I would do a Greatest American Hero retrospective. But yeah, so that's pretty much what's happening. That's where things are going, and so I'm gonna leave it at that. I got some things I got to get done before tonight. So yeah, so again, retrospectives are coming. Into the Idiot Box is returning shortly, and tonight a new Drinking Through the Movies live with a special guest. Again, 9:45 Eastern, 8:45 Central, 7:45 Mountain, 6:45 Pacific time. And if you're not in any of those time zones, you're going to have to figure it out for yourself. Anyway, we'll talk to you tonight. See ya. Bye.